Hey, good afternoon, class, or good morning, from wherever you are in the world. Um, as we are continuing our lesson in Christian apologetics, I would like to offer some encouraging insight uh, as you're starting to complete your draft and as you're starting to complete your final essay research assignment. Um, so I went ahead and I'm going to use an old paper that I had that will help you when it comes to formatting this in proper Turabian style guide and to uh, basically give you some insights and ideas on a proper thesis statement and opposed to a uh, paper that will end up being very weak and having a very weak thesis statement. I want you to start getting used to writing a strong thesis statement. That way, as you continue your studies, and if you're going to get your master's, and if you're going to continue your education, this will be very beneficial for you. So, um, right now we have the ethno-religious synchronism and Christian representation, a theological analysis of Black Hebrew Israelite doctrine in light of Reformed Christianity. Uh, as you can see right here, I don't know if you can see my cursor. Oh, yep, you can now. Uh, what you have here is the paragraph mark. It lets you know how much the spacing needs to be. So you see right here, it has one, two, three, four, five, six, and it's it's also in this 1.5. It shouldn't be like that. It should be at 2. So we are already correcting our first mistake. Realize that you are the one who's going to be correcting your paper first before it gets to me. And if you are married or you have a friend who has time, have them look over your paper before you submit it. You see, this is all in bold, and then it has when I submitted this paper. Of course, your paper won't have the contents page there. It's not needed. Your paper is not going to be big enough for the contents page. I do not require that. So we're going to skip over that. But as you notice, there is no page numbers on the title page. And the first page is where the page number is going to be to the right. And it's going to be all in Turabian format. So uh, I use Times New Roman, and it has to be in 12-inch, and all of it has to be in double spaced. You see, the first heading, and what I would encourage you to do here is when you're making your headings, that way you don't have to keep doing that. Keep having your heading. You have to go to here and do this. No, you see where Microsoft does it? It says normal spacing, heading one, heading two, heading three. I already have it set up, but I'm gonna show you what I do. I click modify. I right click, then I click modify, and then I name it heading one because I know it's the first heading. And then what I do here is I set it up to where I need to. I don't touch this. I don't touch this. I don't touch this. All I do is come over here, put it in the middle. This is the line spacing that it needs. And what you do is you can click this new documents based on this template. That way it will always be set up. No matter when you start a new paper, it will always be there. Then I press OK. This right here, I just do the same. I modify. This is your second heading. And second headings is in the middle, double spaced. Click that, and there it is. It's saved. But the difference between the second level headings, and the first is the bold. The third level heading, which is a continuation from the second level heading, is now on the left side, as you can see, and is bolded. All right, and again, I've done it that way. That way, I can always have it. Excuse me. That way, I can always have it set, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. So we get into our introduction, and I'm seeing everything, blah blah blah, everything, and I'm noticing everything, and I'm reading, and I'm reading, and I'm reading, and I'm reading, uh, and I'm not seeing any errors so far, except this one right here. It's another space that don't need to be there, and I'm reading, and I'm reading, and I'm reading, and oh look, there's a quotation. Why is there a quotation there? Well, it says here that Michael Miller, while tracing the roots of BHI, agrees that the emergence of central tenets of the Black Hebrew Israelite, or BHI, movement appear inextricably linked to the specific historical and social experiences of African Americans. End quote. So you see how the quotation is ends here. It opens up with the quotation marks here, ends here. Then the footnote is on the outside here. And then we'll go here. This is the Turabian style of how to put the quotation mark here. For the footnote, sorry. The footnote has his first name, middle initial, last name. It's not last name and then first name. It's first name, middle initial, last name. And then this is Italianized or italicized uh, for the book that I got it from. The title of the book. It's the first edition. You probably don't need that there. I think I would if there's a second edition, then go ahead and put the first edition. It's and then this is the continuation of that, and then this is where the book is published, and this is the page number, and then it ends with a period. I'm taking my time right here so you can all get it up, and I know that there's websites that will help you uh, format your Turabian footnotes. You can use Google Gemini. You can use a Chat GPT to help with the footnote, but I need you to check it because sometimes they're wrong in their footnote, and sometimes we miss certain things. Sometimes it won't have the comma where it's supposed to have it. So after the last name, there's a comma. Then after the book title, there's a comma, and then open parentheses is does not need to be there. See, I had extra space. I missed that. Cambridge, and then Cambridge is got the colon here, and then the place, and we'll go over and I'll show you another footnote. This is an article, and now the article is has the first name, last name. Now, see these? This is the article title, but this is the actual title cover. Like you know how when you're reading an article and it has the it has what they wrote, but this is the main article. This is the main article, and then that's why it's Italianized. It's italicized, and then you have the number 79. That's where is that number one, and then the year colon space 3 period. So That's a that's another one. Uh, see here, no more in Turabian are we required to say uh, unless otherwise noted. You don't have to put that there. This is what's there now. The rules have changed. You need to stay up to date with the rules, and our library at CBS has those rules there. So I highly recommend either check it out or go there and read it for a while to make sure that your citations are up to par, and we'll go from there. But you see, it just says 1 Corinthians 15, verse 14, and then it has which version I'm using. That's it. That's all I have to do. Unless I'm using another one. If I'm using another one, then I need to start listing it there. But most of the time, we're not going to use another one, and we are going to keep going. Oh, why is this third level heading? Well, when I scroll up, the introduction, and this is wrong. This needs to be a second level heading. Why? You cannot have a third level heading if you do not have a second level heading. It cannot be on its own like that. There should have been no reason why it should have had it that way. So now with that corrected, we can continue going. Because this was your second level. Oh, sorry, this was your second level heading. So I take that back. This needed to be third level. I did write it right, and I even think I even put a comment here. You can also place comments on your paper that will allow you to go back and look at it, and then if there's anything else that you need to fix, then by all means, you have a way to track it. I'm weird that way where I have to read it like 18 times before I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. All right. You see that there's a space in between here. Yes, there needs to be a space in between here. This is the shortened version of the citation that we had in number 1. Use shortened form. Do not use itbid. Itbid on a brand new page equals error. That's what it equals. Error. Okay? I hope you guys are going to watch this video. This is another article. It's another third level heading. I'm trying to figure out if I have a block quote in here. I usually don't like block quotes so much in my paper. The reason why is because if you have too many block quotes, and I'm trying to give you an example of that. Let me just, I'm blind, I can't see sometimes, so let me just see if I find. But if you have too many block quotes in your paper, what that means is that you have not uh, you didn't do the work. This is someone else's work. This is someone else's words. So you cannot use you cannot use too many block quotes. What you can do is summarize it and then quote it. And I can see here I don't have any block quotes. Now, this shouldn't have been here within that. I needed to make this into a paragraph. I need to place this in a paragraph. So don't put this in your paragraph where you have the bullets. Don't really do that. Some professors don't like it. All right, so it's better to stay away from it. I was making a point, and I stood by my principles, and I wanted to make it, and I got dinged by it because that individual did not like it. But I did get his reasoning. I did understand his reasoning. So I would caution you to not do that. I most likely won't take points off unless I see too many of them. Right? It's usually only just 3. Fortunately, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, they didn't like it, but they understood where I was going. Uh, when you're using Greek words or you're using words that are in Hebrew or another language, you will need to italicize those words, right? And also, if you can see here in this section right here, I have a. I think this was a block quote, but I summarized it and then made it into where, and then I cited the individual. I summarized it and I cited the individual because I did not want block quotes on there, and I think that's where that comment was located. Okay, so as you see, I'm going through this paper. Everything looks the same, and I'll start listing things out and here. And this was fine to a certain degree because I was making a logical point. If one is correct, then two. So one, if information and heritage were unjustly stolen from the originating people, which means that point one would, if point one is true, then point two uh, needs to be able to stand. So such information should be acquired and disseminated to its people. Point three of their, this is their argument. And this is their logic. This is why it works, because it's following their logic. And I could have placed it into a paragraph, but it was this how they view certain things. So writer's discretion, and go with what the professor wants. All right. Me, just no more than three. Do no more than three. All right, and it has to make sense. Uh, I'm still correcting things. Let's see here. I have a table here. If you want to use a table you can. Now, as you can see here, I am. You sorry for the dog. As you can see here, I'm speaking a lot about what they are saying, because any good research paper points to, or not points to, but mentions what they are saying, and then point the reader to the, not the error of their ways, but it's like you're saying, hey, this is what you're saying, and I get that. However, Christianity is still the way to go. So I get what you're saying, David Hume. I get what you're saying, Richard Dawkins. However, God still exists, and I'm pointing the reader to the reasoning and rationale of why I'm saying that God exists. All right? So that is what a great research paper would do. It's not biased, it's not by any means just one sided. It's it battles intellectually, but also in fairness, in gentleness, and in love, as we are learning in this course. So I don't have any block quotes here. I have a chart. You guys don't need a chart. If you want to put a chart there, fine. It's great. Oh, here's a block quote. Out of 20 pages, in 20 pages, here's the block quote. And it's not really correct. Why is it not correct? Well, for one, it's spaced. It's double spaced. So let's fix that. You see where the line is at? That's where it needs to be. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of the 20 pages, this is your only block quote. Oh, that's fine, right? Your guys are making an 8 to 10 page paper. You really don't need any block quotes. If there is a block quote, summarize it. However, if you do have a block quote, only one. Only one. Okay? Otherwise, it'll start to fill up really fast. And I understand that You want to get the 8 pages done. You want to get the 8 full pages. All these are full pages. None of these are half pages, right? Even the conclusion is full. And this is halfway point. Halfway point is fine. It's fine. Great. If your conclusions only stops like right here, it's not full. If your 8 pages stop like right there, it's not full. However, I think I seen that I've dropped my headphone. Uh, I got this baby cat around here. If your conclusion stops in the middle, then it's a full. But I was only required to make 20 pages. This is extra. This is extra. So I already exceeded the mark. And that's what I'm challenging you guys to do. If it's 10 pages, give me 10 full pages. If it's 8 pages, give me 8 full pages. Going at it strong and strong and strong, right? I believe that y'all can do it. I believe that you are gifted, intelligent individuals, and I'm still correcting this. And you already submitted it a long time ago, but still correcting it. But yes, this is how a well-rounded paper will look. Your draft, right? I've many drafts before I go to the bibliography. Many drafts are probably going to be submitted. What I'm looking for is the footnotes. I'm looking for the preliminary bibliography, the things that you are researching right now to make your argument. It makes no sense to submit a draft where there is no bibliography that will that you are not submitting, because it means that you didn't read anything. You're just going off of what you believe that you know, which is not a great research paper, because there's so much more out there that you could have used. And I'm looking for footnotes. I'm looking for if the this was wrong too. I'm looking for footnotes. I'm looking for your first line headings, your second line headings, if you have any. Um, if you just have first line headings, fine, great. Make the paper fit. Make it connect to that. Like, let me show you example. Let me look at a first line heading. All right, so therefore, the critical examination contrasting Black Hebrew Israelites doctrines with Reformed Christian theology reveals that Black Hebrew Israelites, or BHI, as an ethno-religious synchronism drawing from Gnosticism, New Thought, Judaism, and Christianity, a syncretic foundation that undermines its claims to exclusive truth and salvation while simultaneously highlighting Christianity as a theological warranted path. Now that's a pretty huge thesis statement. That was my thesis statement right there. All that was my thesis statement. Okay, and then I start talking, and then as I'm talking, I get to this section here. Although the primary focus of this study, although not the primary focus of the study, the inclusion of religious elements arguably necessitate an engagement with the complexities of synchronism. And then I'll lead to religious studies and I start talking about synchronism. I'm leading the reader to what I'm going to discuss next. That's how you do that way. All right. So in your draft, I want you to lead into that. Have it. It's going to be rough. I get it. I get it, and I'm not taking off that many points for that. Most points taking out it for is formatting and not having your proper citations and not having. Oh, I forgot to tell you. This is how you make a footnote. You go to references on top and then insert footnote. If you're on Google Chrome, there's still a way you can still do that and make that happen, and then you can download it to Microsoft Word and adjust anything you need to adjust. So I want to put that little tidbit out there. Um, Also in Apple Pages, that's a way you can do that too. This video is getting too long, so I'm finna shorten it right now. Finna come to a close. You got your bibliography right here, and bibliography is going to have that hanging uh, indent, and it's going to be last name then first, last name then first. All of it, and it's in alphabetical order. Okay, it's in alphabetical order, and you still going with these page numbers. Alphabetical order. Use scholarly resources. Use scholarly resources and sources. Use Google Scholar. That is a great way to use it. It's a great avenue. Use the library, the online library. Do stay away from Wikipedia. Stay away from it. It does not work. It's not scholarly. It's not. Okay. It's not. If you want to use a Bible, if you have the Logos program that's provided by CBS, because you bought it through CBS, use the Logos products. You can use some of the books that are there. You can also use some of the articles that is from Logos if you have access to them or you bought them. I built up this library, so I do have a lot of content. I have a lot, and there's some things that I do not have. So I welcome you to branch out, use those sources, uh, and you should be able to. This cat is messing with the got this baby cat here messing with things. So if you have any questions after this video, after this 20 something minute video, if you need some more help, some more advice, then please reach out. I cannot help you if I do not know what you need. All right. So bibliography, footnotes. Make sure your Turabian formatting is good. Make sure your page numbers. Make sure all formatting is up to date, right? Make sure that you're not having too many block quotes. Make sure that you are writing with academic integrity. You're not plagiarizing or anything like that. And I can assure you, you're going to do just fine. All right. If you need help writing a proper thesis statement or getting some help with your thesis statement, please let me know. Please let me know. All right. Be blessed. Love you all. Take care.